Hello, welcome to Leaders, Mentors, and Accomplices. I am Deborah Korn, the intergalactic ambassador to the Printerverse at Print Media Center, a print biologist and international speaker and blogger, host of Podcasts from the Printerverse, cultivator of the Production Professionals Group, which is the #1 print group on LinkedIn. I am the founder of International Print Day, the founder of Project Peacock, the founder of Print Life, which is a workforce development initiative that is coming soon, and host of Print Chat with my co-host, Sandy Hubbard, who is the chattiest co-host. And for purposes here, I am girl #1 at Girls Who Print. Girls Who Print provides women in the print and graphic communications industry with information and resources to help them navigate their careers through a variety of educational initiatives, events, conferences, content, and the Girls Who Print podcast series on Podcasts from the Printerverse, which I co-host with girl #2, Kelly Malazzi. Hey, Kelly, hey. I wasn't always girl #1 for many years. I was actually girl #2 to Mary Beth Smith, who was the founder of Girls Who Print and started this group in May 2009. So we are actually just a few days away from our 13th anniversary. Yay! While Mary Beth Smith was the face of Girls Who Print, I worked behind the scenes, community building, networking, and creating educational events to inspire and empower. And in 2012, we celebrated our first Girls Who Print Day at Graph Expo in Chicago. In 2014, we gave out our first Girly Award for Outstanding Leadership and Service to Pat McGrew, who was followed in 2015 by Carrie Sherburne from What They Think. In 2016, Mary Beth and Pat plotted, and they gave me the award, which was quite a shock to me because I was planning to give it to somebody else. In 2017, Trish Watkowski took home the prize, followed by Jules Van Zant in 2018. Sabine Gelderman, the first female director of Drupa in 75-year history, was the Girly Award winner in 2019. 2020 was the year of Dawn Nye. Last year, we presented the award to Julie Schaefer. And this year, we will present the award to a very deserving girl who prints at our annual Girls Who Print Day conference online, October 6, 2022. Now, I just rattled off a bunch of names, but they're all on the website, and these are all women that everybody out there should connect with and start, networking with, and really, learn and see why they were given the Girly Award for leadership and service to the industry. We are also planning our first 2-day in-person leadership conference early November in Charlotte, North Carolina, with the help of my amazing event planners from the Link Events. We need at least 30 women to attend the event and stay in the hotel to make this happen. And we also need some support from our industry partners to keep costs to a minimum for everybody. It's a Girls Who Print event. We're just assuming that there's going to be people with budgets going, what is this women thing you're going to? So we are focused on making it valuable for everybody's time, to make sure that it is truly a leadership conference, and to make sure that when you guys go back to your offices or back to your lives, or back to whatever you're doing in a professional role, that the ROI of attending that event manifests in the way that you move forward. But there's plenty of time between now and November to get empowered and get involved. And mentorship is our focus this year. And we have really revamped and revitalized our free mentorship program. There is no cost to enter, no membership dues, no nothing. Just register. And, Kelly, who is handling everything about the mentorship program, is in it to win it for all of you. And I really mean that. Now, Kelly, you have a bunch of links that I sent. So if you can send the link for the mentorship program, this way everyone can click on it and bookmark it for later and sign up. And then Kelly will follow up with what you need to do to get involved. Kelly is also leading a session later on this afternoon called Make Mentorship Meaningful. And that's at 1:20. And she has guests who are mentors and mentees in the program who are going to share their advice for creating a successful mentee-mentor relationship. That's what Kelly and I have been finding, is that you all want to be involved. You want to help, but you're not sure how to start. You're not sure if you have something to offer. And trust me, you all have something to offer. And no matter what your age is, I, will mention it later, but I've learned so much from the women, the team of at D Scoop, who were much younger than me, but really set me straight on a bunch of things at the event. And I was like, oh my God, they are so right. And now I've taken on their empowered attitude that they pretty much gave me at the event. But like I said, we're going to talk about that later. I encourage you, if you can't make the 1 o'clock session with the 1:20 session with Kelly, catch the replay and then sign up and get involved and help us create a better future for print. And if you can't be a mentor or a mentee, you don't have the time, if you can volunteer your time for something else, posting, sharing on social media, we really could use all the help we can get. I mentioned it before, Kelly and I are co-hosts of the Girls Who Print series on Podcasts from the Printerverse. Please click some stars, leave us a review, comment on your favorite episodes. It all helps us get better visibility in the apps and on Apple Podcasts, and visibility leads to more accomplices. Kelly, link. Just as an FYI, Podcasts from the Printerverse has been downloaded more than 170,000 times in 139 countries. For reference, there are 195 recognized countries in the world today, and almost 72% of them contain at least one podcast from the Printerverse listener, which really blows my mind. And thank you all, by the way, for listening, because none of that would be possible without your ears and your fingers clicking play. So thank you so much. Speaking of global, if you aren't a member of our women-only global Girls Who Print group, we have almost 9,000 members. Please rectify. Kelly link. Post jobs if you have open jobs. Post jobs if you see them out on LinkedIn. And Kelly, I'm going to do it. Shout out to Jan Portwood from IPMA, which is the Association for Implant Printing and Mailing Association. The imprint, oh God, sorry, Jan. IPMA.org, I'm pretty sure is the name of the organization. Jan, if you're here, just put your link in there. But she's definitely the best sharer of jobs. No matter where she sees them, she posts them in the Girls Who Print group. Now in our 4th year, Women's Print History Month coincides with Women's Print History Month every March to align for telling the stories of women that empower and inspire the fierce, fabulous females of print, as well as young women and students entering the industry or considering print as a career. We profiled more than 50 women this year for Women's Print History Month. And P.S., no industry trade media asked us about it or helped us promote it or got involved in any way. And only one industry organization, Printing Industries Alliance, Kim Tuzo, reached out and they participated. They interviewed their own members. Now, the manufacturers weren't much better either, but we're going to put a pin in this and save it for another time. Just be aware of what is going on out there. You can access all of the content for the Women's Print History Month profiles, watch event replays, including these when they're live, and sign up for Print Media Center's monthly news from the Printerverse at girlswhoprint.net. We also just launched a Girls Who Print store, hello, with the help of Christine Alexander from Creative Squirrel. Pick up a shirt or some swag. You can access the store from the Girls Who Print site, and we have more designs coming. Last, but certainly not least, many thanks and giant super shout outs to Canon Solutions America, Domtar, Rico, and Zycon for supporting Girls Who Print this year and making events like this possible. Please support the companies that support us. It's very simple. Follow them on social, say thank you when you see them online or whether you see them in person. Use their products and services if they are right for your business, of course. It all matters. And support comes in all sizes and flavors. We love support. So if you have some to give, whether it's money or your time, please reach out to me. So now I just want to move to the theme of this event and where it came from. So moving from ally to accomplice, what does that mean? I honestly, I went to a bunch of legal sites, I went to a bunch of advocacy sites, and I have, put together the definitions that I want to use at this event. So, and I'm sure Amy from Lead at Any Level will have extra intel on all of this. But moving from ally to accomplice, while an ally is willing to stand in support of a marginalized voice, risk is rarely involved. An accomplice uses the power and privilege they have to challenge the status quo, often risking physical and or social well-being in the process. There's also ally and advocate. And thinking of these words not as nouns, but as verbs, as action words, those two things become a little clearer. To ally yourself with someone or something is to associate or join or unite. To advocate is to speak or write in favor of, to support by argument, or to recommend something publicly. Now, whether you embrace accomplice or advocate, the point is this: we have done the allyship work. Look around you in here. Click over to the 9,000 women in the Girls Who Print group. We have a foundational network of strong professional women, and yet still, event after event, keynote speaker after keynote speaker, panelist after panelist, 90% or more male. Visibility is not going to be given to women on trade show stages, covers of magazines, or boardrooms until we all become accomplices and advocates and do something about it. Doing something about it, do is an action. I've been speaking about this for years, and there has been minimal progress. Now, I need to do better. We need to do better, and we need to get louder about visibility and equal opportunities that shine on center stage. Now, I am being mindful of the time, so I am going to skip and say this as the last thing I'm going to say. The International Women's Day was March 8th, and I was at D-Scoop, and I was invited to lead the International Women's Day panel, which I did with, obviously it was an honor to be asked. And the theme of International Women's Day this year was break the bias. And these were my thoughts, and I want to share them with you. So break the bias is an interesting concept to me. I do acknowledge that bias exists and that I am not without my own. I also know that we need to speak about these things and learn from each other and grow through our collective experiences. However, during the last 13 years working in this industry, I have concluded that the best course of action for women in print is not to try to get a seat at the table, but to create our own through mentorship, partnership, education, and networking, cultivated community, sharing opportunities, growing hiring managers, growing vice presidents, and growing CEOs. That is how you break the bias. You stack the deck with empowered women. And we have a plethora of empowered women on the program today, women who have taught me how to be a better leader and a better community member, who have pushed me to do better challenged me to do better, change my perception, and actively contribute to the Girls Who Print mission to inspire and empower the fierce, fabulous females of print. So thank you all so much for your time and attention, you amazing allies, advocates, and accomplices. And we are going to start the event right now.